Hello all and welcome into Kamitian Field today on a beautiful Tuesday evening as we've got more TVL boys soccer action for you as the visiting Norwood Mustangs take on the Holliston Panthers. Today's broadcast is brought to you by the Holliston Hub HCAT. I'm Dylan Patemry to take you through tonight's action. Well, we had a couple pre-game festivities as it is senior night and recognizing our seniors Quinn Polney, Landon Keeney, Alex Shahida, Nathan Arujo, Jack Polney, and Lucas Schachter. And Emmanuel Tabe as well. All 7 seniors getting the start tonight as they look to take on Norwood once again as we make our trip back around into the large. We've gone through the entire TVL. The Panthers standing with a 5-3-3 record so far. And in their last matchup against Norwood, it was a 6-0 victory. We take a look at last week. They tied Bellingham 2-2, but then came back on Thursday as they visited Norton, winning 3-2. As the girls' varsity bus comes driving back as they make their trip back from Norwood and cheer on the Panthers as we're getting ready to start. And without a doubt, here on senior night, it is our most packed crowd we have seen. Plenty of students in the Red Sea section over to my right, as they'll be sure to be making lots of noise here and trying to rattle the Norwood team. And it'll be Emmanuel Tabe to sit over the ball as both him and his brother Brian are playing. Both Ethan and Alex Shahida playing. And of course the twins Jack and Quinn Polney both playing out there on the field. So 3 sets of brothers makes up over half of the Panthers lineup today. An early foul there. And so Norwood will get the free kick. A long launching ball as taken down, and these yellow numbers are a little difficult to see on the white, but we'll do our best. As that's number 7 there. That's Junior Bento for the Mustangs, battling with Keeney and cleared away by Shahida up to Jack Polney. Polney looks to flick it by the defender as he looks to beat him by with pace. It's Montalto. And just kicked away and out. And Keeney's all over that dummy. And Cornelia will get rid. Polney pushes along towards the corner. It's Tabe giving chase. Tabe 1-on-1 as he gets past 2 guys. And then cleared away. And now picked up right around midfield here by Junior Bento. And you can just feel the excitement coming through this Kamitian Field stands as the Red Sea continues to feed the energy into the seniors. Ball on the far side thrown in. And that's picked up there and fouled on the far side. Looks like that was Corden. And it'll be Keeney to take the kick. A long skying ball. We saw against Norwood last time that they got the free kick. It's a handball. And is it in the box? No, it looks like it's going to be right on the edge here. So a good opportunity, and you would assume it would be Arujo who's going to want this one. Arujo has seemed to be the free kick special. No, it's going to be Shahida who steps over this one a little closer range. As the wall, and not quite sure if that wall is set up too well. At least not from my angle. It doesn't appear to be so. And they'll add a fourth man into the wall. It's Shahida to take it. He shoots. He scores! And who else but Alex Shahida to open it up? And he hits the Ronaldo C. And just like that, the Panthers take a 1-0 lead. So off the free kick, that's Shahida's 6th goal on the season and 10th point as he leads the Panthers ahead of only now Montalto, who is tied with him at 9 points. So throw in on the far side as Norwood looks to quickly answer. A high skying ball towards Keeney, who will just boot it away. It's Polney putting the pressure on, finds Tabe. Quickly dispossessed there, and it's Goncalo Santos looking to trying to get something going. Tabe picks up. He looks for Polney. He's got 2 goals on the season so far. Both came against Millis as the ball kicked out of bounds. And we'll get our first long throw of the day. So it's Ethan Shahida, who's been taking all of the throw-ins deep in Panthers attacking territory. He has 1 assist so far off one. It was Montalto who found the end of that one. It's Tabe on the end. That one's through the uprights, but over the net. And it'll be a goal kick. Ball flung in, taken by Polney. He finds Tabe. Tabe, as he gets tackled there, and the Panthers will continue to push. And looking to settle the ball down are the Mustangs, but they're unable to do so. And cleared away by the Panthers. And now laid back to Polney. Polney will look for his brother, who flicks it along out wide, looking for Montalto. But instead, it'll be a Mustangs throw-in. And it'll be Shaw here to take it. As he goes down the line and kicked out as he was searching for number 7, Junior Bento there. And so Shaw will once again take. That one's going to come off a Mustang and be a Panther throw-in. Shahida to take the throw. Polney flicks along. And picked up by Emmanuel Tabe. Shahida looking to fizz it out wide to Corden. And cleared away. There's Shaw on the end of that one. And now picked up and cleared up away by Santos. Corden battling on the far side there with Perangeby. Now in the middle. Ball looking to slot through, and Keeney's there to initially stop it. And finally cleared out by Keeney, as Montalto will keep it in and prevent a throw-in. His long ball looking for Polney. And the backspin looked to confuse a couple of players. And that's going to be a foul on Polney there. And it'll be a Mustangs free kick. 32-40 still to go in the first half. The Panthers leading off a Shahida free kick to open it up. And a high-flying ball there from Saratori. And that causes no trouble there for the Panthers. It's Tabe. He's looking for Montalto. A Rougeau darting run through the middle, but Montalto continues to carry. He cuts in on the left. He's going to think about it, but pulls back and finds Polney out wide. Polney with the left-footed strike. And that's going to fall straight into the hands of the keeper, Lynch. Rocking the 0-0. That one initially flicked along, and it's carrying, and it's going to stay in. And Shahida will slot the ball all the way back. And flying up from a Polney boot, and unable to be settled. And it looks like a Rougeau is going to try and come down with it. And he'll beat his man on a nice little drop of the shoulder. And he stood up there right around the 18. And the Mustangs can look to counter. It's played out wide now here. It's Bento. He's looking to slot it in the middle. A 1-2, very beautifully played. That ball searching for the far side and unable to find a man. And the Panthers regroup. As trying to take it down there was Oliveira. It's a Rougeau. Trying to slot one in, but just a bit too much pace behind that one. And easily picked up by the keeper, Lynch. As he'll trot to the side of the box and give a boot. Initially a poke there from Shahida, and he'll come up with it. He looks to regroup all the way back, finds Cornelio, who slots one into the other junior captain, Montalto. Montalto's got space. He's going to take it. His shot just a bit off. And he'll go out for a goal kick, as he was just losing balance a little bit. And we're going to get a triple substitution here, as it looks like it's going to be Woodhouse, Dufault, and Roby, with Keeney, Polney, and Emmanuel Tabe coming out. But not before the squad found the back of the net first, as 29-25 left to go. And the boot, that's going to go over the head, but won by Roby. A foul on a push in the back will be called. And a Mustangs free kick here. So the long boo, it's going to go past everyone and squeak out, and it'll be a goal kick here. It's Dylan Woodhouse to take the goal kick. As searching for a Rougeau, as the players have slotted back into their normal positions. Excuse me, I think I made an error. That's Granfers on the far side on the wing. I think I originally said Dufault, but it'll be Granfers that's on that far side wing instead. It's now Roby with his first touch. Finds Tabe, trying to poke it through and finds it out wide to Granfers. Granfers has had a good couple of games so far. He had a goal and assist just the other day. His total has quickly risen up, as he now sits on 4 goals and 3 assists, giving him 7 points. That's good for third on the team. See if he can keep that going. It's Shahida in the far side. He beats his man down the goal line as he takes it to the net, pokes it through, and that's going to go past everyone. And that's going to be a throw in there for the Mustangs. Chested down and flicked along. And Roby, as the ball gets taken away from him there by Oberson. And smartly gets rid is Cornelio. And letting that one trickle on out for a throw-in on the far side. The Mustangs looking to get any production going here in the attacking third. A long ball played in, and that's going to be no trouble as it lands straight in the chest of Quinn Polney. Polney gives a skying boot to that one. Finds Shahida's head, who goes over to Montalto. He's got Corden on the overlap, but instead was looking to slot through Shahida on the 1-2. Woodhouse will just say no danger here and flick it out for a throw-in. 26-14 still to go in this first half. The Panthers with one on the board. And we'll see what the Mustangs can do here as a long run up. We'll see what he's got for a throw. It's a nice line drive. Finds a man. And now picked up by Montalto. He's stuck up, but Roby's there to support him. It's cleared all the way up to Shahida. He's got Grampers on the far side. Grampers waiting for support, and there's Shahida making the run as he's boxed out and cleared away, skimming over the foot of Woodhouse. Tabe doing a good job shielding the ball before poking it out in desperate measures. And the throw-in. Ball looking to slot through. Polney's off his line. Gets around him. Ball still in shot, and that's going to hit the side of the net. A dangerous opportunity for the Mustangs as the ball went just beyond Polney. And we've momentarily lost our scoreboard for a little bit. I'll try my best to keep up to date with how much we've got to go. It's now picked up there by Santos. And now out wide. Ball over the top. And just trying to get rid of the Panthers. And another effort from the right back over there on the far side. Just trying to loop a ball up and in. And Roby's going to get taken out on a nasty challenge as he's quick to his feet. And it'll be a free kick here for the Panthers. And a long boot from Woodhouse, and that's going to clear a bunch of heads. But finally there to stop it are the Mustangs. It's now picked up by Oberson. He lays it off to Santos. And now out to the far side. Oberson pokes it back. And that one's going to trickle on out for a throw-in. Chested down, and that's going to be a Panthers throw-in. Shahida takes quick with the long throw, finding his brother Alex, but no one trailing off of him. It's Roby. And a good tackle there as the ball skies high, and A little bit of spin, overhead kick there from Keogh. Ball in the center now. It's Oberson. Stuck up by Roby. As the Mustangs have been putting a lot of pressure since conceding the goal. Just holding the Panthers deep in their attacking third. And most of the play has been out on that far side for them. And advantage play, Tabe trying to slot through Shahida. He's looking for a brace. He's still on the ball. And cuts back, and he's bodied off of it. But only as far as Corden. Montalto looking to place Shahida down, and that's going to trickle out for a goal kick here. As we're looking maybe about 21 minutes left to go in the half. It'll be Lynch to take here. An interesting note, both keepers here for both the Panthers and the Mustangs, both Polney and Lynch left-footed, as that one curled away and Mustang getting fouled. And it'll be a free kick and a chance for the Mustangs to boot the ball back deep into Holliston territory. That one gets past a couple and looking for the looping ball, and that one, not sure if that was looking for a cross, looking to find the back of the net somehow. But we're going to take a quick timeout here. If we had to take a guess, just a little under 20 minutes left to go. The Panthers currently lead 1-0. And we bring you back in here as the Panthers taking back the field. It'll be a goal kick for them. Again, the clock up on the board, currently not working, so doing our best to guess the time. At the end of the day, it is the referees out on the field that keep the official time, although it does help to have on the board, just so the fans and myself can have a little bit of an estimate of how much time is remaining. So it'll be Woodhouse to take. Shahida flicks it along. Grandpers is giving chase as he deflects that one. And Lynch is going to keep it in by picking it up right on the corner of the box before it rolls on out. As a big boot given. And Shahida will deal with it at first. And now picked up by Bento, and not quite sure what we see the call was, as the ref's holding his arm up. It means It's an indirect free kick. It didn't look like offsides, but I think that might be what we're getting here. Maybe an over and back was the call. It's Woodhouse to give a boot as he looks far side to Granfers. It's Shahida. Lays it out to Granfers. He cuts in. He's going to look to shoot it. Takes a deflection, but Lynch is able to hop on top of that ball. As the troops march their way up the field for this punt from Lynch. That one's going to be flicked along there by Shaw. And out of bounds. No, a handball is going to be the call, and the Panthers will get the free kick. As it looks like we've got the scoreboard back to working for the time being. 17:50 to go in this first half. A long ball over the top. It finds Granfers. He chests it down and just unable to get enough around it as he was looking for the scissor kick and just beats it into the ground, and an easy scoop up there for Lynch. Roby winning the header as he's done amazingly so far this season. Arujo trying to poke the ball through. And that one will be cleared all the way down. And Cornelio will get rid. That one coming off Goncalves Santos. And both teams will make a substitution. And now it's Ben Dufault coming in for the first time today, the freshman for Montalto. Shahida with the long throw and headed down but out for a throw-in. So the Panthers progress 15 yards about as the throw looking for Alex Shahida. Granfers trying to run onto it. And that's going to go out for a throw-in right around the corner flag. And with Shahida's throw, it's basically as good as a corner. We'll see how the Panthers set it up here. And that one won by a Mustang. Arujo regroups. That one's going to trickle past Granfers and out for a throw-in. 15:45 to go in the first half here. Yeah, it's thrown on the far side for the Panthers, who have looked to regain a little bit more possession here. Picked up by Granfers. He cuts in. He's going to go down, and he's going to get the call there. And it looks like it's going to be right around the 23 maybe. And no, it's going to be right around the 20. But it'll be marshaled on back a little bit more. So it will be right around that 23. It's Shahida sitting over this one. This one's about 28 yards out as he's looking for his second of the day. Shahida goes for goal, and what a save there from Lynch as he extends out and pushes it for a corner kick here for the Panthers. And interesting note that I forgot to make is that Ethan Shahida now wearing number 6, originally was number 21. Number 6 was originally Alejandro Cornelius, who's now switched over to 2. So it's Cornelio here. He's got the in-swinger. He did score off a corner against their last time against Norwood. That one going back post, a beautiful ball, but no Panther home as Tabe picks it up. And he's going to win a throw-in. Yes, he will. So it'll be Ethan Shahida here to take the throw-in. But first, we're going to get a substitution. It's going to be Roby, who's coming out for Keeney. And so Shahida to take the throw-in. A long darting ball, and once again, it's the Mustangs first to it. As Arujo just holds up the man to stop the counter. So about 3/4 of the way through this first half, the Panthers were dominating early. You could feel the energy coming from this crowd as the game was starting. And they scored the goal, and that energy continued to keep going. But then the Mustangs got a little bit more possession. They had that good opportunity that went just wide of the net after it escaped past Polney. And now everything's kind of calmed down a little bit. And that's definitely in favor of the Mustangs here. As Arujo plays a far ball to Dufault. And that one's going to escape behind the net as he just tried to poke it. And it'll be a goal kick. It's Montalto coming in. And looks like Granfer's on the far side checking out. And Montalto and Dufault will switch wings. Ball flicked on out there on the far side by Kelly. Quick throw to Arujo. Lays it back to Shahida. It's Alex Shahida. He gets the oohs and ahs from the Red Sea. Woodhouse trying to flick it along to Shahida. And that one's poked away. But it's Tabe there to sweep things up. It's Shahida. He's trying to slot through Keeney, but a good interception there from Diaz, it looked like. And all the way, and it's not going to be fast enough, so Shahida will have to deal to Woodhouse. It's Tabe. And Alex Shahida, and he's dispossessed. And now out wide to Dufault. His ball flicked towards Keeney. And just cleared away there by Sarah Torre. Now picked up by Santos. And the ball looking to play back to him from Keogh there. Somehow stays in and then cleared away. 10:18 left to go in this first half. As we've reached a little bit of a lull here in the action. And Tabe going shoulder to shoulder, but the other man falling down. It'll be a free kick here, right a little in front of the 30-yard mark. And no, it'll be right on that 30-yard mark as the Panthers drop their men back. Looking to chip the ball in, but that one's just too short, and Woodhouse able to deal with it. Arujo manages it, and now he finds Montalto streaking up the wing. He's got Keeney in support coming. He's going to take it in on the left foot. The shot, and that one's going to dribble straight into Lynch's arms. Just not enough whip, not enough placement, and not enough power behind that one. bench will give a big boot to that one. As Dufault tries to settle it, but it's going to go on out. And it's going to be a throw-in here for Norwood. And we're going to get a timeout now here from Norwood with 8:50 left to go in the first half. Panthers still leading 1-0. We'll be right back. And we bring you back on in. Again, 8:50 left to go in this first half. Norwood with a throw-in on the far side. We'll see what they can produce here coming out of the timeout. Chested down by Oberson, and that's going to be a wasted throw-in as Panthers take possession. Ball launched up the wing. Initially dealt there by Diaz, and it's going to deflect off of Arujo, so they'll win themselves a throw-in. It'll be Giacomo Serratore, a senior defender on the far side, to take the throw. A darting throw there, dealt with by Alex Shahida, and they'll move the ball up a couple yards. That finds Oberson, and Tabe's there to take it away. Finds Arujo. Arujo pokes it to Shahida, but just beyond his reach. It's Woodhouse, and he'll hit that one off a man, and it'll go out for a throw-in. And now Keeney. He'll make way for Granfers. And there's someone else on that far side that also came in. That's Hugh Fitzgerald. Throwing on the far side for the Panthers. It's picked up by Shahida, and off to Arujo. As he gets tripped up, and a free kick here. Arujo has won, and he'll all likely take to serve the ball in. Arujo, he scored 2 against Norton in their victory. He's got 3 goals. He's also got 3 assists on the season. As he lays that ball in towards the far post and cleared away there by Keogh. It's Ramos trying to keep it in, but he's unable to do so. Another sub checking on in, and it's Brian Tabe coming out, and Alex Robe slotting into the 6th position. Short throw, and escapes through the legs of Alex Shahida, but they'll get it right back. Short again to Arujo, as he looks to reset all the way back to Cornelio. That fizzed into Granfers. Corden to Granfers. A good cutback there, as now he was looking for Fitzgerald, who made a nice run into the middle. It's picked up by Remy. And now down to the far side. It's Shahida. And he stood up there on a beautiful tackle from Diaz. And it'll be a Mustangs throw on the far side. 5:37 left to go in the half. And the throw from Serratore. And now a trickling ball gets under the feet of Ethan Shahida, but it's Quinn Polney to clean up the garbage. As he'll give a big boot, and Shahida flicks it along to Montalto. Montalto trying to stick with it. And not quite sure who that came off. It was a Mustang who put it out, so a Panthers throw deep in their attacking end. So Shahida here to take. As he launches one in. And initially won by a Mustang, and still is. It's Keogh, gets rid, and that's going to trickle along. And the Panthers will make a substitution. It's Hugh Fitzgerald coming out and Brian Tabe coming back into the game. Settled down by Shahida as he gets tripped up there. The Panthers had the advantage, but they'll get the call instead. And again, it's going to be a Rougeau. No, it'll be Cornelio to take this longer distance one. He does have a Rougeau short right there, and he'll play him. A better angle for a Rougeau as he flicks it back post. As Shahida was looking to rise up, he gets an initial foot. And a goal kick in the end. As the Mustangs will make a substitution of their own as we're coming into the last couple minutes here in the first half. Just 3:20 left to go. Lynch to take the kick. And initially won there by Keogh. And it's going to go out. Off a Panther. It'll be a Mustang throw on the far side. It's Kelly. Kept in, but it's a Rougeau to pick it up. He's trying to slot through Shahida, who is making a good run, but stood up there. Diaz rises above Shahida's head, winning the header. And cleared on out. So Panthers throw in again. A long throw over the heads. And Shahida picks it up. He goes on in. He slots in. It hits off the keeper. A good positional save there from Lynch. And Shahida had both Montalto and a Rougeau who might have had better angles. But his eyes were wide open as he was looking through for a brace. Shahida will take the quick throw in. It's Woodhouse looking to serve the ball in as we're under 2 minutes to go. Rougeau turns his man. As he dances past a bunch of the teams, plays Shahida the chip to the back post. And that's just going to travel over Montalto's head and out for a goal kick. About 1:30 left to go in this first half. And Lynch takes. That headed along by Keogh. And looked like it took a deflection, and it did. It'll be a Mustang throw-in. And the long throw there from Saratori, but dealt with by the Panthers. Rougeau. He's got a man running as advantage is played. He continues on. Looking to slaw Montalto. But a good step up there. It's to Rougeau. And his shot, and that's going to trail wide. As under 30 seconds to go. By the time this goal kick is hit, that might just about do it for the first half. And you'd think that the Mustangs would probably take only trailing by one. Granted, they haven't really played that much worse than the Panthers in this half. It's been pretty even other than that one goal. As the goal kick taken. And a free kick here for the Mustangs. And that will do it. They won't be able to get off the free kick here. So at the end of one, it's the Panthers leading 1-0 off a Alex Shahida free kick. Just 3:01 into the game, and that's all that is separating these two teams. Now we'll be right back for the second half. And we welcome you back into Kamitian Field here on senior night for the Holliston Panthers as they're taking on the Norwood Mustangs. Right now, all that separates the team is one goal, and that came at 3:01 with Alex Shahida scoring a free kick. And we are off as Norwood looks to kick the ball deep. Dealt with there by Cornelio and picked up now by Roby. It's Arujo. He's got Tabe on the wing and he finds him. Cut in from Tabe. He finds Schachter, who's trying to slot through Arujo. It's Corden giving chase on the far side as he continues to battle, but he's beat out. As he gets some help from Schachter, and both Corden and Schachter will, we'll see, it'll be a Mustang throw in here. And the throw in, flicked along, it's going to squeak through, and Polney's going to be there to scoop it on up. And it'll be Polney to take the big boot. And Shahida's the first one there as Schachter gives chase onto it. Ball played down the wing to Tabe. Tabe looking for Montalto. And Montalto's going to go on down, and they're going to get the free kick call. And this one looks like it's going to be just about 26 yards out. As it's Shahida lining up, we'll see if he looks to play one back post, but my guess is he'll probably look for net. And that one's going to sail up over the crossbar as just a little too much under it and not enough power from that distance. When you're looking about 20 yards in, you're probably doing more of that lofted, just looking to slot the ball in. But when you're 26, maybe 25 plus longer out, you're going to need a little more power behind that ball, or it's either going to A, sail over the net, or B, drop right into the hands of the keeper. It's Woodhouse, heads down the goal kick as Shahida tried to play it through. And chested down. It's now picked up. Arujo's there. As Tabe battling, and that one is out of bounds. And it'll be a Panthers throw-in. And the ball played short to Arujo. As a nice little backheel pass into Shahida. Woodhouse deals the ball out. It's Arujo. And he drops back and into the middle to Roby. Roby looking for the ball over the top to Montalto. And dealt with there by the Mustangs. Montalto goes down and he'll get the call once again. As the Mustangs argue their case. And it's going to be Arujo sitting over this one now. He likes his chances. As this one about looking 21 yards out. A four-man wall here for the Mustangs. Arujo shot, and that's straight down the middle in the hands of Lynch. And no contest there. The boot from Lynch dealt with by Roby. Roby trying to play through Montalto. He's going to look for a goal, and that one's going to sail high and not far over the net. And substitution coming in, and Looks like it's going to be Granfers who will come on in, and Schachter will trot on off. Goal kick flicked along. And once again by Keogh. But that one's going to be a little too high for Peranjpi. And it'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. 34:50 left to go in the game. Headed down by Diaz. Only as far as Arujo as he battles with Keogh. And a tackle there from Arujo as he pokes it to Tabe. It's Arujo. Now Tabe. Swings it out towards Cornelio. As looking for the long ball. And dealt with there by the Mustangs. And getting the call once again is Montalto. It's going to be Cornelio who sits up over this one. He's put quite a lot of services in. No assists yet on the season for him. He'll look to get one in here. A nice ball towards the back post. It's Montalto. And he's was looking for the ball the whole time, but didn't see the defender there, and he kind of gave him a nudge. And so that'll be the Mustangs coming on out. A header flicked along by Keogh. And Shahida lays it back to Cornelio. Ball over the top as it's trickling. And dealt with away as Lynch was coming out of the net. And kicked on out of bounds. And the Panthers will get a throw. Ball into Alex Shahida. He pokes it wide to Tabe. And back to Ethan Shahida. Slots it to Arujo. Ball searching for Montalto. And we're going to call here for the Panthers, or excuse me, the Mustangs. Not quite sure what the call was. But either way, they'll look to take advantage and push the ball into the attacking third. That one curled. And it's going to come... Are we going to get a foul? Maybe it looked like two hands in the back there. And so a free kick and a chance to serve the ball in here for the Mustangs. That one played in deep, and a good header there from Cornelio, who rised up above everyone. And Corden heads it forward. Granfers hits the deck, but no call for him. As slotting through, and Corden will finally get rid. Ball played back in. And Polney will come out. He mishandles it. And the ball goes just wide. And he looked like he got a touch on that. Now, at first it looked like I thought the attacker just missed the net, but it looked like Polney pushed it away. So making up for his own mistake, as he was a little hesitant on coming out on the high-flying ball. Goes just over his shoulder as he looked for the basket catch, but managed to punch it out for a corner. Dangerous, dangerous play here from the Panthers as they are clamoring on to just a one-goal lead here. Ball served in. And tackled there. It's going to the back post. Headed back across, but Polney comes on out and makes the grab. He'll look to play quick as he throws the ball out towards Tabe. Tabe switches the field and misses the head of Montalto. The Mustangs seem to have a lot of momentum right now as they keep possession here and play with it on the far side. And it's going to be a Mustangs throw-in here, as I think Montalto is making the case that he was pulled back. And I believe it's going to be Serratore, who's got not a high-flying throw, but quite the darting throw here. As that one goes on in, flicked along, and it's out for a corner kick is the call. So another corner here for the Mustangs. 28:53 left to go in the half. Ball served on in, headed down, and Ethan Shahida will get rid. It's Roby. And that's headed away by Serratore. And we're going to get a push in the back, and it'll be a Panthers free kick. Woodhouse will deal this one in towards Granfers and Montalto. As it's traveling, Montalto gets chased. He plays the ball in the middle, and it's Shahida on the end of it. Alex Shahida finds the back of the net for the second time today, and the Panthers take a 2-0 lead. And we're going to get a timeout here, likely from the Mustangs. 28:02 left to go. Panthers lead 2-0. And as the Panthers take the field, the Panther faithful providing the energy. That was Alex Shahida with his second of the day and 7th on the season. And it was Montalto who found him for his second assist on the season, as he now sits with 10 points total. 28:02 left to go. And the Mustangs are going to need one soon. Roby heads that one down initially and taken away by Arujo. As the intensity on this game has picked up a little bit. It looks like that's going to be Goncalves Santos who stands over this one. chipped over the top, headed down once again. Cornelio has been a rock at the back there so far. Arujo on the ball, plays it to Tabe, the 1-2, beautifully done. Arujo, he gets taken out, and that'll be a free kick here for the Panthers. And just quickly noting, it looked like after the timeout, Montalto had come out and Emmanuel Tabe has come back into the game. So it's Cornelio here lining up over the free kick. As he'll look in back stick here. That ball is a high flying one and it'll land in the chest of Lynch. Has no trouble with no one crossing through net. And Lynch will give boot with 26-17 left to go in the game. As it keeps flicking along in the air, yet to touch the ground, and now finally will. Picked up by Tabe, who does a good job to keep possession as he maintains body position and lays it back to Shahida. Shahida switching it over to Granfers. And Granfers manages to win it back. As he still sticks with it and finds Tabe. And we look like we have a player down, but the Mustangs are still going. And it's going to travel on out. And with 25-30 left to go, we got a player down. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. And we'll come back. Seems to be okay. And that was number 10, Abdul Rahman Aremi, who looked like he got the worst of that Brian Tabe challenge. He is able to walk it off, luckily, and will resume play. A high-skying boot dealt with, ball on the foot of Ethan Shahida there. And as on the far side, it's a Norwood player, looked like Nevin Kelly, winning his side a free kick here, 24-30 left to go. Ball played in, and it's going to bounce in. Polney calls for it, and Polney scoops it up. So Polney will push his troops up the field, and he'll give it a big boot. Headed down wisely there from Diaz, and now given away though. Granfers has got Corden on the overlapping run. Looking to switch it out to Tabe. As he looks to stick with it, does Brian Tabe. He'll look to push down to the goal line. As the cross is going to deflect, and he'll keep it in. And he stood up. Woodhouse wins the ball as it's poked all the way back, but can't pick it up is Lynch. And making good of an awful pass are the Mustangs. As Corden sticks up a player. Ball won by Diaz, but Woodhouse's first two. It's Tabe to Arujo, who sticks with it. He's got Granfers on the far side. He'll look to do his man, the left-footed shot, and just trying to catch Lynch sleeping, but it trickles out and will be a goal kick. And it's Montalto coming back in. And Emmanuel Tabe will take a seat on the bench. 22-24 left to go in the game. The Panthers leading 2-0 off of 2 Alex Shahida goals. The second one assisted by Owen Montalto here in the second half. Ball flies over a couple heads as it's traveling. And Cornelio maybe was deking out Polney, who kept calling it off. I think he was always going to let it travel into his hands. But a good acting job there, and Polney able to give a launching ball, and it's flicked backwards there, as now Shahida's tracking, and just some feet getting tangled up as the Red Sea. Well, they'll be calling for any time a Panther goes down to get the call, but that one just looked like a couple feet getting tangled up there. As now Arujo capitalizes on the mistake, as he keeps pushing, as he's got a man on his back, and finally gets the call as he was persistently getting pushed in the back. And it'll be a set piece here for the Panthers on the near side, as we'll be looking probably for a ball to be whipped in here, as it'll be Cornelio to take it, as he takes most of the corners, and will probably take a corner-like approach to this one right here. Panthers load the back post. That one played in, and it's straight into the arms of the keeper, Lynch. And Cornelio is going to be upset with that one when he watches back. Lynch gives a boot to it, and flicked on along by Keogh. It's Oberson. And it looked like a clear handball, but no call. As a shot there deflects off of Cornelio, and Polney unable to get to it. And the clock will be stopped as we look for a ball. So a corner here for the Mustangs. And the clock will resume now, as there'll be an in-swinger on the far side. Played short, nothing comes of it. And poked away by Arujo on the far side. Mustangs trying to get something going, as looking to switch the field. It's Woodhouse now. He's got acres of space. He looks to slot it into Shahida, and he'll manage to keep his touch in. Arujo settles in the midfield to Tabe. He's got Montalto. He slots it in, and that one's just a little too hard and too fast, and scooped up there by the keeper, Lynch. 18:41 left to go. Ball flicked on by Keogh, and Santos heads it along to Oberson. Tabe squeaks through 2 defenders as he looks to slot one into Montalto, heading towards the corner flag. Montalto gets a poke on it, but not enough behind it to trouble Lynch. The punt won by Roby and comes off of Keogh. Roby wins it back, and he gets pushed there, and it'll be a Panther free kick. It's Cornelio to take here. his launching ball, headed by Montalto. And it was Shahida who was just trickling on in behind the defense. And almost beat Lynch to poke that one as he's on a hat trick right now. Ball flicked on again. It's Keogh who's been winning almost every header on these punts. He lays the ball off looking for Remy. And he'll find Oberson. It's Remy. And Woodhouse sticks him up and keeps the ball into Shahida. Shahida trying to play through Granfers, but it's Diaz there. As the ball traveling and Granfers just unable to keep it in. And it'll be a throw-in. And a substitution coming in here for the Mustangs. Only about 16 minutes left to go. And the Mustangs are still searching for two. Probably before that 8-minute mark, they're going to want to have at least one on the board if they have any chance of squaring this one back up. While the Panthers will search for number 3. And Tabe with the challenge, but they're going to say it wasn't a clean one. And so it'll be a free kick here for Norwood. It's Sarah Torre to take this one. Ball heading in towards the middle of the box. Cornelio initially there, some confusion. And a collision there. As it looked like it was Gonda Silva who collided with Polny. Ball flicked the wrong direction, and it'll be out for a Panther throw-in. It's going to be Keeney who's coming in, and it looks like Brian Tabe giving way. Shahida here with the long throw. He launches that one in. It finds Granfers, who puts it in the back of the net! And Granfers continues his hot streak. And give that assist to Ethan Shahida, his second on the season off a throw-in. The first one came in that one against Westwood. And Granfers slots his 5th of the season. And the Panthers take a commanding 3-0 lead. As the Mustangs look to push forward, a player down for them. As it's going to trickle along and kicked out, and it will be a throw-in. Going back to that goal for Granfers, I mean, it just bounced in the box right for him. And you'll say, oh, well, that's an easy one sitting right there. But on the half volley, it's not easy to do. You got to get your foot through the ball. You go under it, and it's going to sail wide, and you just miss that middle contact point, and it'll skip either way. So a beautifully struck ball there from him as he puts the Panthers with a commanding 3-0 lead now. As Polny falls on the ball, and we'll just slow things down now here. As that one cleared on out. It's Woodhouse. And I'll take a tip off, and now it's Granfers. And he'll keep that in, plays it along the line to Arujo. Arujo as he looked to push through his man, but unable to do so. And he gets pushed down in the box, and the ref's going to wave him up. I don't know, that looked like he went through the back of him, but they'll play on. And a free kick in for a dangerous play. Looked like the Norwood defender was on the ground there. And it'll be a free kick here, as Arujo will take it. And it's about 27 yards, although not directly in front of net. So maybe on a yard or two. He's going to look to play it back post. It hits off the shoulder and into the hands of Lynch there. It took a deflection off a Mustang defender, but ultimately Lynch able to come on the back of that one. Ball booted in. Roby, he's going to deal it towards Shahida, but Lynch will deal with that one as he flicks it on out. Picked up by Arujo. He'll drop it back to Shahida. Shahida to Woodhouse. To Granfers. And that's going to deflect off of a Mustang, and it'll be a Panther throw-in. 11:26 left to go in the game as a throw-in to Keeney, who's darting from the other side of the field. He looks to play one in, and it's dealt with there eventually. And now Remy flicks it along only as far as Roby. Now wide to Montalto. Montalto with an assist already today. And Shahida, he'll look to take it down. Now to Woodhouse. Now wide to Granfers. And back to Woodhouse, and his pass wasted as he was looking for Arujo, but it finally finds him. Arujo, he cuts in, he's on the right foot, he takes a strike, and his body taking him that way to the right side, and that's where that ball ends up trailing away. And it looks like Roby and Keeney coming out, and it'll be Brian Tabe and Ben Dufault to come on in. Goal kick flicked along again. There's Keogh, but it's Tabe on the secondary ball. Cornelio heads that one straight up. As the overhead kick is traveling all the way back, and Polney will just deal with it. .9:48 left to go. And Polney upset as he lets out a grunt after that one. It's Corden. Drops it to Dufault. Into Montalto, who initially loses track of the ball. It's going to be poked away and out for a throw-in. It's Shahida to take it. As he's already got one assist now on the day, he's going to be looking for his second and third on the season. As he'll launch the long ball in. And it bounces again right there in the danger spot by the penalty spot. Arujo out wide to Montalto. Montalto will regroup with a ball to Woodhouse. It's Tabe. It's Cornelio. To Shahida. Shahida darts down the far side. He's going to play one in looking for Dufault, but dealt with there by the Mustangs. And that one's going to be cleared all the way out. Ethan Shahida gives chase to it as he'll play it to an open Woodhouse. To Tabe. Tabe searching for Granfers, but that one just a little too hard and too high and hard to deal with. Ball into Keogh, but skips along past his foot, and the Panthers take it over. Arujo with an ambitious ball searching for Montalto, And that's going to be too far as it goes into Lynch's hands as we tick just past the 8-minute mark to go in this game. And it has 2 goals from Alex Shahida and 1 from Andrew Granfers, has the Panthers leading 3-0. Headed initially by Granfers and Woodhouse with the secondary. Shahida settles things down as he looks to play over the top for Dufault. But Arujo will take over in the midfield. And that one poked on out. And another sub coming in. It's Dufault coming out and Roby coming on in. Shahida over the top and headed initially along and then cleared away there by Diaz. As through the back of Montalto there, and that's going to be a free kick. And Arujo, once again, he'll sit over this one. As the Panthers have had many opportunities on the free kick. This one he strikes goalwards, and that one scooped into the chest there of Lynch as he was on top of that one the whole way through. That's going to skip over the head of Arujo, but off the foot there of Oberson and finds it back to him. And a Panther throw-in. Arujo launches it quickly to Shahida. And Shahida is not going to get the call, although it looked like he pushed straight through him. As the Mustangs work the ball up. It's on the far side now as they look to push towards the goal. That one's going to chip along, and Polney will scoop it up. As we're looking at almost 5 minutes left to go in the game, as this one's pretty much all but wrapped up. Remy, he plays it back, and Arujo looks to settle things. He looks to switch it to Corden, and that one an errant ball, and it's going to be a throw-in. The Mustangs will make a substitution here. As 5 minutes to go, the clock will stop on the scoreboard. So we'll keep track of it right here. Ball in, a man darting on the far side and dealt with there on the left thigh of Woodhouse. And Shahida picks it up. It's Shahida. He was looking for Granfers and dealt with. Woodhouse down the line for Granfers. He cuts in. He gives a little body feint. Now out to Montalto. Montalto on the left foot, and that one Lynch was very confident as he let it trickle out for a goal kick. And he'll take over with just about maybe 4 minutes left to go. Boot as trying to push up the field is Norwood. Ball searching for Shahida. He picks it up. It's deflected, and that's going to go for the Panthers' way. And timeout called here, I believe, by Holliston. So with just about looks like maybe 3:20 left to go. Panthers leading 3-0. We'll be right back. bring you back on in as the Panthers take the field, and the Holliston defenders trying to hype up the Red Sea over here. As it's a throw-in for the Panthers on the far side, right by their bench. It's Shahida to take. Lays it into Alex Shahida, who's just holding on to the ball. And he manages to evade two defenders, and he's taken down. And it's going to be a free kick here for the Panthers right around the corner. It's going to be Arujo who trots on over to take it. As the Panthers are, normally you'd probably see Cornelio take this, but up 3-0, they're not going to risk anything, holding the four defenders back. The ball from Arujo. Roby's there, and it just goes wide of the net. As he looked to just square it away, as he was searching for his first goal on the season. That one's always traveling left of the net. So it'll be Lynch here to take it, as we're looking about 2 minutes left to go in this game. And the missed header there, and now taken down by Granfers. Him and Remy compete for it. And now Granfers, he's tripped up. And another free kick. Cornelio will sit over this one. Ball in towards Montalto. That's a high-flying ball, and caught there by Lynch. Now in a low punt, dealt with there by Tabe as he keeps possession. And finally taken away there by the Mustangs. They're looking for a late push, but Roby, he'll just deal with it. Probably about a minute left to go in this game. As coming together, and the Mustangs will get the call. They'll look to take it quickly, not much time left to go. They'll be taken, high-flying ball headed down. Again, it's Cornelio there as Granfers pushes up the field. He's going to play one down the wing for Montalto. He's got space. He's on the right. He takes the shot, and not enough behind it into the hands of Lynch, but that might just about do it here. As Lynch will give the big boot. As we've got just seconds left in this game, Roby winning the punt, but now picked up here on the near side. Ball into Oberson, looking to slot it back out wide here. And Shahida takes over. He looks to play through Arujo, but not enough gas in the tank, and that one kicked on out. And I'm not sure how much time we've got remaining, but still enough to take this throw in here. And it's thrown into Alex Shahida. He's just holding on to it to Tabe and looking to slot through to Arujo. Arujo with the shot, and he puts it in the back of the net. And make that 4-0 and a flip on top of it. So Arujo grabs his fourth. we'll play on for a little bit longer, as maybe the refs had some more time on the clock, so we'll keep playing on for more soccer here as the Panthers leading 4-0. And the ref puts the whistle to his lips, and that'll do it. And on senior night, the Panthers put down the Mustangs 4-0. First, it was Alex Shahida. He found the back of the net on the free kick. In the second half, it was Shahida once again finding the back of the net off of Montal to assist. And then Ethan Shahida with the throw-in, and it was Granfers who put a nice shot on the back of the net. Finally topping it off at the end, Arujo with the backflip. And the Panthers finish this one out 4-0 as they celebrate in front of the Red Sea. So that will do it here from Kamitian Field on senior night for the Panthers. Final score, Holliston 4 and Norwood 0.